So guys, I have here the patch notes for the patch that just dropped, the 0.3.1, that is basically fixing towers in quotes. I have already played a little bit the patch, and yes, it is much better than what we used to have. I like the change. It is cool, but it is still not perfect, and there is some bullshit that I am going to rant about. I don't want you to think that because I am ranting, I hate the game or I hate the change or whatever. I think this is a positive change, and you know I love Path of Exile too. But I am going to rant about a couple of things. But let's go reading the patch notes, and I will let you know what the problems are in my opinion, and I wish they keep iterating on this and they fix them in the future. And hopefully for 0.4 it will be much better, because they are supposedly addressing the end game, right? So let's read this bad boy. This patch contains major changes to the end game detailed in a recent news post, increases to the base remnant pickup range, in addition to many other changes and bug fixes. Endgame changes. You no longer need towers to use precursor tablets. Instead, tablets can now be placed into the map device to add their bonuses directly to your map. Fucking awesome. I already tried it. It is awesome. I like it. You can personalize, customize what you are going to find in the map. It works wonders. I like it. This one is beautiful. Tablets now have a fixed number of uses as described by its implicit modifier. I am fine and cool with that. In fact, it is cool that it is not at one time. Each time you use a tablet while running a map, the number of remaining uses on the tablet decreases. Once it reaches 0, the tablet is destroyed. We are cool with that. That is obviously how it should work. You can use up to 3 tablets with each map, but the number of slots available is based on how many modifiers the map has. Running a map with 6 modifiers will enable all 3 of the tablet's slots on the map device. And this is the first ranting. I know that for Uber blasters that never die, this is not a problem. For normal human beings that don't have a mirror character, this is a problem. It used to be, by the way, I originally didn't think this was bad until I played it. My initial reaction to this when they announced the change was, maybe it is not that big of a deal. But now I played it and it is a big of a deal. And I will tell you why. Previously, it was a pain in the ass to get to the tower. Yes, correct. I am loving that you don't have to do that. But you only had forcefully to play the 6 modifiers map in the tower itself to apply the three tablets. But after you do the 3 tablets in the tower, all the other maps that have the use, you can use whatever waystone you want with whatever revives available as you want. No problems there, right? Now, every single map is basically a tower with 6 modifiers. I know that users are already going with the 6 modifiers either way, because they want all the things that they can possibly get. But there were people that like to have at least 1 remaining revive just in case of an oh shit moment, you know. Like you still stack a bunch of modifiers in the map, but you leave 1 revive just in case. Now, if you want to put the 3 tablets, you can't do that. In the previous system, you could do it and it was not much use. You were losing. If you do it in this new system, you are losing a whole tablet, which is bullshit. You will feel the impact of using 1 less tablet. So this is dog shit, right? And it wouldn't be as dog shit if it wasn't for the next line. Read this shit. In my latest video, when I was reacting to the try video, I didn't think this was going to be this way because they didn't announce it this way. But now that I actually played it, it does work like this, and this is dog shit. Tablets cannot be applied to areas that have already been attempted. Motherfucker, they are so focused on fucking us in the ass that I don't understand. They are clinging to this idea of only having 1 attempt to properly do a map. Why? Why are you obsessed with this idea? Why is it necessary that I have to attempt a map once with one portal, and if I die, I am fucked. Look. In this map, I die. Yes, skill issue, you shouldn't die. Whatever the fuck, you can say what you want. It is dog shit design. Tablets may not be applied to maps that have previously attempted. I died because I did more mods that I could handle to be able to put the third tablet. I need to do or this map to continue forward to do this map, right? In this one, I also died. So now I have two choices. Or do a dog shit map with no tablets, rush to the boss, do it as fast as I can, or go another way and make the journey longer to be able to apply towers. This is dog shit. Literal liquid dog shit. Also, you were the waystone. That is true what you are saying in there. You were the waystone. So why you lose experience when you die? You were the waystone. You lose the charges on the actual tablet. Why do you have to not let me attend that map again? It is too... You are obsessed with this shit. Like, you are changing the system for the better again. I told you at the start. It is for the better. This is better than what we had before. Even with this problem that I am ranting about, it is better. I like it more. But this obsession with only giving me one portal to attend the map and not letting me use it again and lose everything, I don't understand it. Why? It feels bad. It is dog shit. It is a waste of time. Nobody likes it. And I have told you before you say a skill issue or you want everything to be handed to you or whatever. I have said it before. I like that there is punishment when you die in Path of Exile. So the game feels semi-hardcore in a way and you want to not die. I think that is awesome. I think that is cool. The problem is twofold. One, punishment is okay, but you are not only punishing me, you are stacking 7 layers of fucking me in the ass. It is too much. I lose experience, the waste on the tablets, the attempt on the map. You have to lower it in some place, motherfucker. And the other one is that at the same time you are motivating me to go and do a map that I shouldn't be doing. Because if I want to use the map, I need all the modifiers. So you are increasing the probabilities of me dying, the likelihood of me dying. So people are going to do it and are going to die and are going to complain about dying because... So you are forcing me into failing. Bullshit. Bullshit. Do I join screaming? Come on. It feels good, man. It feels good. When you are frustrated about something and you use, this is dog shit! It feels awesome. It feels great, man. So basically what I'm trying to say is that you feel forced by the game itself. You feel that you have to run full mods on your map to not lose use because you want the three tablets. But if you do, you are more likely to die. And if you die, then you can't reattempt the map and you have to look for another way of progressing. It feels like dog shit. And although it is a better system than before, this is one thing that the older system had over this one. That you only had to risk the 6-mod map once for the tower. Now you have to do it every single map if you want to run the 3 tablets. So you would say, well, don't run the 3 tablets. Well, running only 1 or 2 tablets feels like dog shit. Because remember that now tablets are thrice, so 3 times as powerful as before. So not running 1 tablet is losing a lot of fucking use. So in my opinion, these 2 lines right here are dog shit. Remove this shit, or at least one of them, and the system would improve a lot. So that is the rant that I was going to give you today, guys. I am sorry, there is probably something that I am forgetting that I could keep complaining about, but that is all that I have from now. Let's continue. Towers can still be used to gain visibility on the Atlas, and they will also drop an extra precursor tablet as a reward for completing them. This is awesome. I like this. Because that way you don't actually remove completely towers from the game. They are still useful. you want to still get there. When you run them, they are an actual map that you can use with tablets, and you on top of that open the map and get a tablet. Awesome. Towers are pretty cool. Now you want to run towers. Pretty cool. Non-unique tablets now have 10 uses. This is true. I already tried it. It is pretty good. And the bosses that used to have 2 to 4 now have 10. I love this because I love the bosses one. As your tablets are now directly applied to your maps, this means that you can now apply the content you desire to every single map you run. This is the best thing about this whole thing, and I love it. However, the ceiling for the amount of content you can apply to a single map has been lowered. I've been talking about this. Overall, this results in a more streamlined and consistent experience, but in order to not have the ceiling come down too far with both the modifiers on tablets. And this is what I was referring. This is good because this was necessary to make the change matter. What do I mean? If you did in both towers and tablets, and tablets are the same as before, then you are really not changing the system, because you, by doing only one tower with no overlaps in the old system, it will be the same thing basically as the new system without buffing the tablets. I hope I am making myself clear. But the result will be always using one set of tablets, right? But now, since they buff the tablets, you are always buffing as having 2 to 3 towers, which is what we wanted. Not having to look for tower overlap. That is awesome. But then the problem comes in here, what I was saying here. Since now you are forced to be able to put the 3 tablets, you need to run the 6 bank modifiers, right? If you don't do it because you are afraid to die and you only run 2 tablets, not putting it 1 tablet is 2 to 3 times as dog shit, because they are way more powerful. You know, this compounds. It is good in one direction, but it is dog shit in the other direction. I don't think they thought about this, by the way. But okay, they say here all the numerical values to all the affixes. We are not going to read all that dog shit. And they added 7 new tablet modifiers. I love this. For example, this one that guarantees that you find a rogue exile. I love it. I love it. All maps now contain bosses, except for some unique maps and hideouts. To complete a map, you are only required to kill the boss. You no longer have to kill any rares, and you can do as much or as little of the rest of the map as you please. I love this change. By the way, if you have not played the patch, they removed the showing you where the rares are. Because since now they are not the objective, they are not going to show you where the rares are. But they are also not showing you where the boss is. So they are not showing you where anything is. So if you want to clear maps fast, it is good if you figure out where the bosses are in each map layout. People will figure this out after a couple of weeks of playing to do maps faster, you know. But it is a good idea because now we are again in that place where you are running around the map trying to find the stuff. People are not going to like that. I kind of hate that they removed the rares on the minimap. I feel more encouraged to just hunt the bots down instead of running around like a rat in a maze looking for rares. Exactly. That is what I'm saying. Now, instead of trying to kill all rares, unless you are using rares and you want to kill all the rares, you feel more inclined to not clear the map and just look for the boss and kill the boss. Because now that you can see where the rares are and the maps are big, you don't want to be wasting time doing all that shit unless you have an ultra clear speed character that clears the whole map in 20 seconds and you don't give a fuck, right? Wheelchair, lol. I am in a wheelchair in my character, so this is dog shit for me. The existing I think people will say that I am crazy, by the way, because one day I release a video praising the game and the change. The next day I release a video complaining. Guys, that is how a normal human being works. There is some stuff that you like, there is some stuff that you don't like. You praise the W's, you complain about the L's, and that is how we improve and we move forward, right? Again, I don't want people to think that I am complaining because I hate the game. All the contrary, I love the game. This is my favorite game. It changed my life. I completely changed the focus of my channel to focus on this game because I love it. But if there is something that is dog shit, I have to point it out because I love it and I want it to see improve, right? And yes, I know that some people might disagree on what I think is dog shit. I understand that too. The existing icons that currently indicate there is a map boss now instead signify the area contains a powerful map boss that is extra challenging and rewarding. I already did the extra powerful boss. It honestly feels like the other bosses felt. I don't think that they are that much harder. Maybe this is the normal map boss we had before, and now for the normal maps, you have a downgraded version. I don't know. But this is cool. I am fine with this. The following map boss Ultra's passive skills and require a powerful boss to be present in the map. I am fine with that. You know what I love the most? That I can just play what I want. That is the best thing about it. I put the tablets with the content that I want to play, and it feels awesome. I know that I will do in the map what I want to do, and that is beautiful. That is exquisite, you know, tasteful, delightful. But the part about having to run use maps and not dying only one portal, and then if you die you can't apply the use again, that part is dog shit. They are like obsessed with that idea. I don't know why. But hey, everything else is awesome. Map areas now generate with
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
That is awesome, man. I did this, and this is awesome, by the way. They give you 3 additional modifiers. I love it. For example, I have found a lot of Delirium mirrors for free, by the way. This content will be added in addition to the content added by your tablets and Mac modifiers. Yes, yes, yes. Content icons for Bridge, Delirium, Ritual, and Expedition have been removed from the Atlas, and that is cool. Now, when you see your Atlas, it is not that cluttered, and you see the stuff that matters. It is beautiful. I love it. The size of the following map areas has been reduced. Penitentiary, Val City. I just ran a Val City, and it is still huge. So you have to reduce it even more. I ran a Val City, and this dog shit was the size of, I don't know, brother. The size of Russia. Channel, Bastille, Greenhaven, Epitaph, Oasis, Augury, Hidden Grotto, Wetlands, Savannah, Bloomingfield, Rock Tour, Slick, and Fortress. Where is Meyer? The map that needs this the more is Meyer, and you didn't put Meyer in there. The number of monsters packs in lower tier maps has been reduced by roughly 30%. As you proceed through the tiers, the number of monsters pack will increase. So I am fine with this change, but I have seen people that don't like it. I feel like this is irrelevant. It is whatever either way. I don't give a fuck, honestly, to be honest with you. Adjusted the composition of all natural spawning monster packs. I don't give a fuck about that. Ground effects are cover less of the ground. This is awesome. Increase the chance of citadels spawning by 66%. This is awesome. I like this so much. Some people were saying, oh, it is unnecessary. Citadels are already common. Nah, fuck that. If you want to give me more citadels, I will always take it, and I will never complain about it. The Visions of Paradise unique precursor tablet now adds irradiated rather than removing it. Okay, okay. Some people were thinking, how is the Visions of Paradise going to work? Well, now you have it there. That is how it is going to work. Atlas maps connected to a seal vault can now spawn a vault beacon. Okay. Added visual effects to the Atlas so that you find them easier. Nice, that is cool. Updated the Precursor Towers quest to end once you've spoken to Doriani. Nice. Okay, this is all good. So there you have the changes to the towers, guys. Again, W patch. Love it, like it, better than before. Still some dog shit. It is like we can't have a nice chocolate cake without a little bit of shit in there, right? I am not saying that to be mean, man. It is just to be funny, dude. I like it. I like it. I am just trying to eat the chocolate cake around the dog shit. Trying to not pick up the dog shit, you know. Trying to take a slice without the dog shit. Because the majority of the cake is a W. But there is a place in the cake where there is a little bit of dog shit. So you have to try to not get that one slice. Okay, they are improving Evasion at the start of the game, because evasion is dog shit during the campaign. This is a good change. I do agree that during the campaign going evasion is dog shit. You can go armor and energy shield, but evasion in the campaign, death sentence. So they are trying to improve it. I don't know if it will be enough, but they are trying to improve it. And they are also trying to improve the picking up of the remnants. That is a good idea too. I like it. And this is also cool. We knew this was coming. They announced it, that you now can use Orbs of Alchemy on magic items. I already tried this. It works. It is awesome. It gives you a red item with 4 modifiers like an alchemy does, but it re-rolls the 2 modifiers that were already in the magic item. Just so you know how it works. So it is awesome. Again, my opinion, then a bunch of bug fixes and adding microtransactions. W patch, man. W patch. I just hope in the future they iterate on this, because this just feels bad, man. It just feels bad. But overall, I am happy. What do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? Am I a genius? Let me know everything in the comments below. I love reading comments even when they don't agree with me. Also remember to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. God bless ya. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.